Hi, I'm Mel Karlik from prettierweb.com, and in this video tutorial I'm going to show you how you can install your Google Analytics code for your WordPress website. So as soon as you get started with your website, it's a really good idea to install Google Analytics because you want to keep information about your website. Even though if you're not checking it or don't know a lot about it, you'll want that historical information once you do get more into looking at what's working on your site, what articles are working, where people are navigating, their demographics, and maybe even some conversion on something you're selling or giving away. So I'll show you how to set up Google Analytics. So if you go to analytics.google.com and you sign up, you're brought to a page like this where it says to create a new account. So I'm creating this account for my tutorial website. So I'm just going to fill out all the information here on this page. So once you're finished filling out everything on the page, you click on the Get Tracking ID and then accept their terms and conditions, and you get thrown to a page like this. So this is where you have your tracking code. If you already have an account and you sign into Google Analytics, check out under your admin and then go to your property and look for tracking info, tracking code, and you're brought to that same page. So this is your code that you want to install on your website. So you have to have this installed on every single page of your WordPress site to properly track. So I'm going to do a Control or Command C to copy that code. And then if you log into WordPress and if you go to Appearance and Editor, you're brought to all the code of your current WordPress theme. So every WordPress theme is going to have a file called header.php. So this is going to be all the code at the top of your theme. And if you look into it, find this closing head tag. So there's an opening one like so, and then there's a closing one that has this extra slash. So that's your closing tag. And right before it, paste your Google Analytics code. So it looks something like this. Then go to the bottom and click Update File. So now you've entered the code into your WordPress site, and this will appear on every page. And if you go back here and refresh, soon you'll get a message here on the top that verifies that your code has been installed. I actually have a screenshot here of what it looks like on my current website when the code has been installed and it's working and Google knows that it's working. So that's how you install code to your website for Google Analytics, but I'm going to go over a plugin that you can install, and this is why. So installing this code is all good, but you might want to have a little bit more functionality where with a plugin, I'm suggesting the Google Analytics dashboard for WP for WordPress, and this actually adds a dashboard at the front of your in your back end to your WordPress website, and it's a neat little snapshot of what's going on in your site instead of logging on to Google Analytics every time. The second reason that I would really recommend a plugin is because it doesn't track when you're visiting your website as an administrator or somebody logged into your website. So that's important because for me, I know that I spend a lot of time myself on the site. I want to make sure things are working on certain pages. I preview a lot of my posts, and that kind of data I don't want to have in my Google Analytics. So installing a plugin like this will help you out with those areas. So I'll show you really quick how you can install a plugin like this. So if you go back to your dashboard, you go to Appearance, or you go to a plugin, sorry. And then then you go to add new, and I already have it installed, so I'm gonna search for Google Analytics dashboard. And so that's the plugin right here. It's by Alan Marcoux. So these, and I also recommend this plugin because it's one of the most popular plugins, and it gets a lot of great reviews that you can see on the site here. So I already have it installed. So once you install and activate it, you have this new menu item here that says Google Analytics. So I'm going to go there and set up this plugin. So I'm going to authorize the plugin, and it has you have to get an access code, but it really makes it simple for you. If I click on get access code, and I'm already logged into my Google Analytics account, so I just click on allow, and then I just copy and paste the code that they give me and paste it into that field and then save. So now you should have your Google Analytics installed on your website just like we did before, and it's installed on every page. And if you go to your tracking code, you'll see at the bottom that the tracking is enabled. And another thing that I wanted to show you is the Exclude Tracking tab. So this is where you exclude tracking for administrator, or if you have other people on your site and you don't want to include them in your analytics, it's important to select them and hit Save Changes. And of course, to make sure that it's installed, you can also go back to your backend again and look for that status receiving data to make sure that it has been installed. And you'll also see it soon on your dashboard. If you go to your dashboard area of your website, and you'll see now this new area here is collecting data on your new Google Analytics plugin. So note that Google Analytics never kind of shows data for the current day, so this won't update until the following day. And so that's it for installing Google Analytics on your website. So you can do it by manually installing code, but I recommend using a plugin simply because it gives you a dashboard like this, which is nice to see, and it also gives you the option of discounting data if you're an administrator and you're logged in, and that's very handy. So if you like this video and you want to subscribe to my YouTube website, then please visit youtube.com/aprettier-web and subscribe to my channel. And also you can subscribe to my newsletter at apprettierweb.com for any other updates that are WordPress related. Thanks so much.